Okay. Picture yourself unlocking your phone and opening a social media app without even thinking. This compulsive scroll is by design. I felt this myself, scrolling mindlessly instead of being present. Don't you do it. Research shows platform trigger platforms trigger dopamine, the same chemical released by drugs. We spend oh, we spend over 2.5 hours a day on these apps, which is nearly 40 hours a year. So, with this, I encourage you to limit your social media to under 60 minutes daily. To understand why this is so crucial, so I'm not just talking out of, thin air, pulling random things out of air, um, we're going to talk about the science of addiction and how it's connected and interlinked. So, our first main point is going to be about the dopamine loop. Addiction, stop! Addiction experts Dr. Anna Lembeck explains that the unpredictable rewards of likes and comments work like a slot machine. You know, like, how people, they go gambling, they get like that, the dopamine rush whenever they win. They're like, oh, we're winning, we got to go again. It's the same thing whenever you get a notification or you see a funny video, your brain releases that. This constant dopamine hit conditions our brain to crave the platform. My second main point is that it has real withdrawal symptoms. A University of Pennsylvania study found that reducing social media significantly decreases feelings of loneliness and depression. And I myself, back in middle school, was really depressed and I found comfort in my phone. But then when I got off of it, starting freshman year of high school, because I had so much work, I noticed that I was happier. I was more enjoying things. So I have firsthand experience with that. Users report anxiety and FOMO, fear of missing out, when they abstain, symptoms that mirror drug withdrawal. Um, the solution is very clear, and honestly, it seems very, very hard thinking about it and for very first time doing it. Um, the very first thing is creating a 60-minute time limit on all of your social media apps. And that seems very hard because you can set a 60-minute timer and you're like, well, I don't feel like I don't want to do this anymore, or I want to keep going, and so you can very easily just hit ignore on your timer and keep scrolling. But no, you don't do that. We're not doing that. If we're going to be changing our habits, what we're going to do is using your phone's screen time limit to enforce this automatically. So once you hit 60 minutes, it's going to turn everything off but like your phone, your calling, your messaging, very, very, very limited things. Imagine the benefits of reclaiming that. You could do a lot of things. You would feel very less anxious and you'd be more present. And you will gain 90 minutes each day for hobbies, sleep, or real world communication. I myself struggle with communication, and I blame a lot of that technology because that's the world we live in. We just type all day long, or we're scrolling all day long. A lot of kids my age, we didn't grow up learning how to talk to people, talk to other classmates. And so I blame, honestly, phones for that. And um, doing these things, you would break the addiction cycle and live your life more fully. And these are my sources.